Okay, y'all, I'm still working on the Donna pattern, which is a coffee and quilts pattern that I got from the Quilted Cow. The fabric is delightful, and the link is in my bio to get that fabric, and you can also get to that pattern as well. Today we're going to talk about stitching blocks. I'm putting my finger here for a reason because, oh my goodness, I just seam ripped a bunch of blocks. And I want to show you, these are all cut accurately, so I'm going to show you how to make this so it doesn't do that. One of the things when you're sewing blocks together is you want to make sure they're all square when you get started. So most of us use our fingernails because it moves the fabric around without really making the fabric jump around. You want to put it in and drop your foot. And then I encourage you, especially because it's a block like this, to seam rip a little, or to back stitch a little bit. So we're going to go forward. We're going to go backwards. And then we are going to stitch a little slowly so that we can get this really lined up, because see how this is pulled up a little bit at the end? Okay, so I'm putting just a little pin in the bottom on this one because I want this end to line up and I want it to be squared up. So now if your blocks are way off, you know, don't do this. Try to get your blocks lined up at the beginning, and then I'm feeding it through pretty slowly. And I'm going to watch the whole time. I'm going to make sure that I don't get uneven. And I'm going to sew forward. See how I almost stuck my finger under there? I want to get this little lip, the seam underneath the presser foot. Now as I sew forward, I want to keep it lined up on this 1/4 inch seam line. And I'm trying to make sure that this is staying square the whole time as well. I know that feels like a lot of steps, and sometimes I'm not this careful, but I'm really trying to make this a very good block, a good square block. I'm going to pull my pin out right before I get to the end. I'm going to give it kind of a final little lay thing and hold it as close as possible. It's even on both ends. That way when I line it up, because it's going to line up with this bad boy, when I line it up together, they're going to be the same, and I'm not going to have to do a bunch of trimming and wonky stuff. So be careful when you're sewing your blocks together. Make sure that you got those ends lined up really good, even if you got to give it a little tug. Thanks for the tip, Valerie.